That's a good show.
I don't watch that trap real housewives.
Below Deck is just a travesty.
I refuse to watch the Below Deck Adventure. I'm like, that's just too many of them.
It's like the old show they had on MTV where they all lived together.
Roll, yes.
All right.
I would watch. There's no rule of that. The bad rule of it.
Kim, Tony, Molly.
It's cute.
We need the jail. And then the two.
Extras. Yeah, we don't need them. And Claudia. That's the jail. Sneak Claudia. There's Claudia.
20 days.
Hi, Judge.
Are you?
Doing good.
I think we want to do Miss Gooch first.
Okay. Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. And yourself?
Good. All right. This is 380-645-2023. State of Texas versus Samantha Jean Gooch. And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I have read it. Did you want to call your client and testify?
Yes, I do.
If you would, raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm the testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do. Yes, sir.
All right. You can go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning.
You and I have talked and you understand that we're asking the judge to give you a personal bond to let you out in order to seek mental health treatment. Is that right?
That's correct.
Now, you and I have talked and there is a hold in Arkansas. And so possibly you would go to Arkansas before you can seek any other mental health treatment. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Okay, once things are taken care of in Arkansas, if the judge gives you a bond, do you promise that you will complete whatever requirements that Judge Baxter sets as far as seeking mental health treatment, calling Tony, and doing all of those things?
Hang on.
Yes.
We lost the prosecutor. She just disappeared from the screen.
We still waiting on Darlene, right?
Where?
She's back.
Okay, may I proceed, Judge?
Not yet. Let me wait. She
Oh.
gets Lloyd hooked up there.
Okay.
I think she's hooked up right now. Yeah, she's back on. Okay.
Do you promise the
I'm
judge
sorry,
that
can y'all hear me? I can't hear you guys.
Can you hear
I-
us now, though? Uh-oh. Technical problems.
Okay, can someone say something? I can't.
Kim can,
No, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can
Yes.
hear you.
You can hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I would say is your audio hooked up, but you can't hear me say that.
What's your court's extension, Judge?
It is, I don't know,
Sorry, Kim.
3832. 3832. Oh, you can't, she can't hear me.
3, 2, 3.
Yeah,
She'll need to mute.
3832. Okay, and mute.
It works really quick, doesn't it?
She calls.
we'll put her on. Oops, I just lost my computer. I do a speaker. How do you answer this thing?
Did you hit speaker?
Yeah,
Then she's on.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, sorry about
She needs
that.
to mute.
and you'll need to mute your computer.
Okay, I did.
All right, perfect. All right, back to where we were. Apparently we have a trip planned for Arkansas before we do mental health stuff. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. So Samantha, once you get done with Arkansas, do you promise Judge Baxter that you will call Tony every week and show up to his bond check-in?
Yes, I do. It's part of my conditions of release on my probation in Arkansas that I seek mental health treatment and stuff as well. So, but yes, I do.
Okay. And you understand that you'll have to comply with all that in order to be able to stay on bond for this charge.
Yes, I understand.
When you come back, is the plan for you to go to the bridge and seek care through MetroCare kind of until you can get on your feet?
Yes, if I'm to stay here in the area, yes. Otherwise, if I go to Arkansas, I'll probably end up doing some other route for the time being, but
Okay, but you will seek mental health treatment.
Yeah.
Okay. And you do have a diagnosis. Do you understand you've been diagnosed with bipolar and PTSD?
yes, I understand.
Okay, and you'll take any medicines that any doctor prescribes to help you deal with that.
Yes, I will.
Okay, I'll pass the witness.
Does the state have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Gooch, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, my name's Molly Kraft. I'm sorry, I probably missed this, but where in Collin County will you be staying once you come back?
I don't necessarily have anywhere to stay. I would have to find like a live-in or like shelter facility to come back to, most likely.
Okay. And that's all the questions I have.
Okay. Anything else from the defense?
Nothing, defense rests.
Anything else from the state?
Nothing else from the state, Your Honor.
Any argument from the state?
Your Honor, due to the nature of the offense, we're going to object to a mental health PR bond.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give you one just to let you kind of get this process going while you're sitting in jail. I think you have to get back up to Arkansas, get things taken care of there. It sounds like a mental health treatment is part of your Arkansas probation anyway, so I don't know if it's a felony up there or not, but it obviously when you get this stuff going and follow the rules for your probation so you don't wind up just doing time in prison without any help.
Well, that's correct. But also having this mental health bond and going back to Arkansas with it will help me kind of hold my home state accountable in seeking that help and that relief, because it's been an uphill battle trying to get them to actually place me somewhere to help me get that help. So actually getting this bond will actually kind of help me hold them accountable in getting that treatment.
Well, and we will give you all the help we can give you. Tony's going to monitor your bond. What you'll have to do is call her every week, let her know how you're doing once you get out of jail in Arkansas.
Okay.
Come see me once a month. Tony, do you want to share anything else?
Only that I'm going to have a folder put in your property. Now, the hope is that folder will make it with you to Arkansas. It's got my card in it so that you'll have my number. So as soon as you get released in Arkansas, you're going to want to give me a call to let me know that you're out and that you're okay.
Yes, ma'am, and I will.
And I'll see you soon. But they'll do all they can do to help you. Obviously, you got to take care of yourself, though. Okay.
I understand. Thank you.
Good luck. We'll see you soon.
All right. They got their glasses on today. No, it looks so nice.
All right. This is. This is Miss Almaguer. Is that right?
Almaguer.
Okay. And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. And did you want to call your client to testify?
I do, Judge.
Okay. If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay.
Good morning, Sarah. How are you?
Good morning, Kimberly. I'm well. How are you?
Good. Okay. You know that we are here today and we're asking the judge to grant mental health personal bonds, correct?
Yes, correct.
And you and I have talked, and you understand that these charges, harassment of a public servant and stalking, are both very serious charges, correct?
I do understand, ma'am.
And Sarah, did you and I first meet when you bonded out, probably back in December or January, on a false alarm or report charge, right?
Yes, that is correct. Back in December, you first became my court-appointed attorney during a time when I was experiencing some other charges.
Okay. And so bonded out on this, but you understand we're asking the judge to grant you 2 mental health bonds on some serious felonies, right?
Yes.
Sarah, do you have a mental health diagnosis?
As far as I know, and this comes from my actual personal provider, her name is Vanessa. She's with Life Path of McKinney, of Plano. I've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and major depressive disorder. However, as of recently undergoing care at Richardson Methodist Hospital, I've also been diagnosed with other diagnoses that I'm not familiar with that don't necessarily pertain to my understanding of my own mental health.
Okay. But you do have a mental health diagnosis, and we're asking the judge to give you a mental health bond, correct?
Yes, correct.
Now, you and I have talked, and would you please tell the judge what the plan would be if he would grant you a mental health bond so that you can seek treatment for those diagnoses while we're waiting to see if those charges are indicted? Where would you?
Right now, my husband and I were recently evicted from our apartment located within Collin County. And so in order to kind of tie everything together while we're seeking a new apartment to stay at, I've been asking my family for a little bit of help, as in my mother, Michelle, and my father, John Almaguer. What I would do is, upon being dismissed from my current incarceration, would be to go to Omaha, Nebraska, where they reside together. They're married, and my sister lives there as well, who's disabled. I would live with them for approximately 1 month while we're waiting for my husband to just save up enough money to be able to put a deposit down on an apartment, as well as just be able to get the apartment ready to be furnished and moved in, ready and everything for me. So just approximately about 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks, something like that, give or take. And the first step, though, would be with the help of my family, to initially start to begin receiving mental health help as soon as possible. I would personally, outside of just psychiatry, would want to receive cognitive therapy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Perfect. So you would go to live with your mom, Michelle, and your dad in Nebraska, correct? You would live at their home. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
And prior to us filing for the mental bond, had your mom already looked into some places where you could receive mental health treatment there in Nebraska?
Yes, she had.
Okay. And your husband, he has kind of worked in the oil field. And so he has been kind of away for long periods of time. Is that true?
Yes, he doesn't work a standard 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. It's actually rather spatial, the way that he comes off and on. His goal actually too, by the way, is to live at home with me. And so after this month-long period, he's looking to work within the DFW Metroplex.
Okay, so your husband is trying to find a different job so that he can be around you and support you more while you seek mental treatment, correct?
Yes, exactly.
And your husband's name is Nabil, is that right?
Yes, correct.
Would Nabil be available to transport you to your parents' home in Nebraska if the court gives you a mental health bond so that you can begin seeking that treatment?
Yes, the second that he gets the word, he would be here within approximately 5 to 6 hours.
Okay. Sarah, do you feel like right now in the Collin County Jail that you're receiving the type of mental health treatment and that cognitive therapy that you need in order to best handle the mental diagnosis that you have?
Not at all. I need time to, just put it simply, in layman's terms, I need time to heal from some traumatic experiences. On top of, Dr. Lee does see me here, but I'm assuming I probably have some PTSD, and this is from all sorts of life experiences that I've had. But in jail, I'm confined to a cell, and there's not any help that I'm receiving here whatsoever.
And if the judge grants you these personal bonds, do you promise Judge Baxter that you will do any check-ins? You will complete any mental health assessments, anything that is required of the doctors in Nebraska while you are there?
Yes, absolutely.
I'll pass the witness.
Does the state have any questions?
No questions, Your Honor.
And anything else from the defendant?
Defense rests.
Right. Anything else from the state?
Your Honor, state is going to offer, I emailed to Mindy, Claudia, and Kim yesterday, states exhibits 1, 2, and 3, which are the probable cause affidavits from each of the 3 charges.
And I have received those.
Okay. So we offer those at that time.
Okay.
No objection.
Okay. And I've received and reviewed them.
And to read her criminal history into the record, I believe other than these charges, she only has one maybe pending charge in Dallas, committed on November 14th, 2022, assault bodily injury, and she was arrested by Methodist Medical DPS.
Okay.
But there's no dispo information on that.
Okay. Anything else from the state?
No, the state rests and closes.
Any argument from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, we're going to object to a mental health PR bond being issued. She picked up new charges while she was on bond. These charges are more serious. As you can see from the PC affidavits, her behavior has escalated. She's fixating on a family. She was fixating on a family that were strangers to her in her apartment complex, making threats to them, attempting to possibly break into their home. And at this point, the state is going to object to a mental health PR bond.
Yeah, I think it's still a little too dangerous at this time, and I don't think the setup at this point is good enough to protect the public. So I am going to deny a bond this time. Good luck. Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor. Be excused.
Yes. See you later.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Judge.